And I would point out that this Long Beach, the college promise that we have in Long Beach, has been recognized by the White House, it's been recognized by the Eli Broad Foundation, it's been recognized by McKinsey and Company as one of the best K through 20 partnerships in the world, not just America. We frequently talk to other school districts throughout the country and other offices from Des Moines, Iowa to Atlanta, Georgia, about how this partnership has worked and how we've been able to work together. So we believe, as partners in this, that we've got a lot at stake coming November 6th. And it is our job as university, college, and superintendent of this great school district and this partnership, it is our responsibility to inform everybody of these consequences of both a pro or a con vote on November 6th. That is why we're here today. So at this time, I'd like to start from where it is most important. Start it with our youngest children. And as a father with 3 kids in our Long Beach Unified School District, all of this is relevant to me, not only as president, but also it's very relevant as a parent. And it should be relevant to everybody throughout our Long Beach community. But this time, I'd like Superintendent Steinhauser to please come up and share with you Proposition 30 and the possible outcomes of a pro or con vote. Chris?
Thank you, President Alexander. What's great about Long Beach is this partnership we have, and this is very unique. And because of this partnership, we have thousands and thousands of young people achieving the American dream. Long Beach Unified is sending more kids to college than the national average. 79% of our graduates are attending college, and over 40% of them attend either Long Beach City or Cal State Long Beach. And it's because of the partnership with the 3 institutions working together that we've all made a commitment that we're going to do our best to serve the students. However, as all you know, Long Beach Unified alone has cut hundreds of millions of dollars from its budget. In the last couple of years, we have over 1,000 fewer employees. We've raised class sizes in kindergarten through 3rd grade from 20 to 30. We've had to restrict certain classes that we would like to offer. Our Board of Education has put on its agenda as of last May that every single program in the district is up for either reduction or abolishment if the proposition fails. Because we know if the proposition fails that we've been told that we will receive an immediate, as King has said the next day, reduction of $435 per student. And that equates to an additional $35 million for Long Beach Unified. And as a history major, in studying history, we've had huge events in our life where our citizens have rallied, whether it be the Great Depression or whether the Great Earthquake of 1933. Our citizens have always come together to do what's right. And education is the right thing to do. And as a superintendent of a K-12 system, I can't thank my partners enough for what they're doing, because they are making the lives, the American dream come true for the thousands of students that I serve. And I have to tell you, as a student who went through Long Beach Unified, Cal State Long Beach City, and as a parent of 2 kids, I am more worried today for the 84,000 students that I serve who will not have the same opportunity if we as a state don't fund our schools. So it is now my honor to welcome a great partner here, Long Beach City College President Oakley.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here. The folks that you see behind me are why we are here today. These are the individuals that work, that come to school in our institutions, and deserve an opportunity. So I want to thank all the students that are here today. I want to thank the faculty that are here today in partnership with us. I want to thank our governing board member, Mr. Doug Otto. All are here for the same reason. We are all coming together in support of our schools. At Long Beach City College, a couple of things could happen. First of all, if the proposition passes, California community colleges would receive $210 million in additional funds in 2012-2013. Now, this is a small amount of money considering how many cuts our community colleges have endured, but at the very least, this money will be used to pay back all of the deferred funds that we've had in our community college system, and also allow us to educate an additional 20,000 students. Now, this considering at Long Beach City College, we have had to eliminate access to over 2,100 students just in the last couple of years. If this proposition fails, we will have to eliminate access for at least another 1,300 students. This would bring us back to enrollment levels that we were experiencing in the 80s and 90s. That is not where the state should be. We need to be educating more students, not less. We need to provide them more resources, not less, in order for us to produce the kind of workforce we need in the greater Long Beach area. So we're here today to educate, to ensure that people understand the choices that they face come November 6th. Long Beach City College would be funded, if Prop 30 fails, at a level that we haven't seen in years. And so it's important for us to understand what these changes would, how these changes would impact Long Beach City College. We would lose, just as Long Beach City College alone, $6.4 million in revenue. And so we would have to cut a total of $8.4 million from our college come January, because we are already facing $2 million in cuts to adjust to the current revenue levels. So you can see the magnitude that this will have on our college alone and as a community. So I thank you all for being here today to consider the consequences, to consider the possibilities that are before us, and the impact that it'll have on the folks who stand behind me. So with that, I'd like to bring back to the podium our partner here in Long Beach, at the great Cal State University of Long Beach, President King Alexander.
Thank you, Eloy. Let me share with you what this means to us. As you know, the modest tax increase, if it were proposed, if it fails on November 6th, I'll just share with you the consequences of what we're looking at and what we're having to manage through. Already we're closed for January. Normally we take anywhere from 2,800 to 3,000 students that generally transfer in from our local community colleges and city colleges. We're closed this January in preparation for in trying to handle the budget reductions we've already had to endure. As many of you know, in the last 18 months, we've lost 34% of our state budget. We've gone from being 42% reliant on the state of California to about 21%. So nearly only $1 in $5 that we utilize for educational purposes comes from the state of California. You could actually argue that we've gone from being a state-assisted university to simply a state-located university. Our share of this cut, if November 6th fails and Proposition 30 is not passed, our share is $21 million. That's another reduction, $21 million reduction. But what does that mean in real terms? That means we'll lose about $800 per student, knocking our per student state spending down to about $3,500 per student. Now, that may not mean much to you, but the national average is $7,200. And all three of these institutions, both K-12 through City College and our institutions, are well below national averages in student spending. Not to mention, the types of students that we receive are very costly. We will also have to cut nearly 2,000 classes, and an additional 2,000 students will not get access in the fall. This is particularly relevant to an institution that received nearly 78,000 applications last fall for this coming fall, the fall that we're in right now. That places us second in the United States in demand in terms of students needing access to higher education. More importantly, this further reduction would knock us to about a 37% reduction from the state of California over 2.5 years. That places us well below state funding levels in states like Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, West Virginia, New Mexico, and even North Dakota. That's something Californians should wake up to. That's something Californians should not be proud of, that their students are not being supported at levels that other students are in Kentucky and Mississippi. So this November 6th is a very, very important day for us. It will also cost us nearly 200 additional jobs in teachers in the classroom. Class sizes expanded, and on and on and on. So we're here to share information. One of the big challenges I've noticed since being in California over the last 7 years is so few people really know what they're voting on November 6th. So it is our job to inform you on one of the 11 propositions that we think has substantial impact on our campuses and on our schools. I can also say, as a father who spends a lot of time in our K-12 schools, the miraculous and remarkable job that goes on here in our K-12 school district. The teachers are enduring larger class sizes than any school district in the United States. Our schools are some of the largest in the United States. Our teacher-student ratios are almost 39-to-1 when the national average is 23-to-1. And I just so happened went to a parent-teacher conference or parent-teacher day at Woodrow Wilson High School the other day, and I counted the chairs in every classroom of the 6 periods that I went to. They ranged from 35 to 45 in each one of those classrooms. The teachers already are having to endure what teachers don't have to endure throughout the United States. And even in poorer states, like the state of Kentucky, where class averages are around 17 to 1, people need to understand the true economic impact of these decisions and the economic impact from the lack of investment and the continued decrease of investment in the next generation of students and children on the way. California needs to wake up to this reality. We take great pride in what our school system used to be. We take great pride in what our colleges and universities used to be. Let's quit saying what it used to be. Let's build back what it was. Build back what it was as a national model. Build back what it was as an international model of educational success. And at this time, I'd like to introduce, to represent our city, our new Vice Mayor and former Student Government President, Robert Garcia. Vice Mayor.
It's always good to be back at my alma mater. And I do, on behalf of, obviously we're here, and the impact to our city obviously is enormous. You know, Long Beach is the 6th largest city in California. It's one of the top 50 cities in the country. And quite frankly, we have the best educational partnership in the entire country. With our 3 institutions, Long Beach Unified, Long Beach City College, and Cal State Long Beach, we have an incredible seamless education partnership, the Long Beach College Promise, and something that everybody in our city is very proud of. As an educator myself, we understand the impacts that these cuts are going to have on our economy. The reality is that Long Beach is an education town. The 3 institutions together have more than 142,000 students and employ more than 13,000 people, making our public education system in Long Beach the largest employer in our city. What does that mean for us? For the city of Long Beach, if Prop 30 were to fail, we would be seeing a $75 million cut to our local economy. I want to repeat that. We would be seeing a $75 million cut to our local economy. That is just something that the city of Long Beach cannot bear. It would be very difficult for us. So it's important for people to know and understand the impact that that type of cut would make, not just on our institutions, which we're so very proud of, and they're incredible community partners, but obviously on our city as a whole. So it's important for people to understand what Prop 30 means, to get the facts, and obviously to have their voices heard as November 6th comes up in this election. This is an important proposition. It's important for our schools. It's important for our university, for our community college, and it's important for the city of Long Beach. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. And I think those numbers are significant, and I just want to put it in perspective. The number of students just in the Long Beach Unified School District. We have more children in the Long Beach Unified School District than the cities of Boston, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Detroit. That tells you the magnitude of the people that are impacted by Proposition 30. So when you step into the voting booth, we're not telling you how to vote. We're just sharing with you the consequences of an up or down vote here today. We want you to know the information. We want you to know what we're going to have to do starting midnight if it is a no vote versus what it might be if it were a yes vote. And we want you to know the types of ramifications, both fiscal ramifications, classroom ramifications, instructional ramifications, and access and affordability ramifications. All of them have a great deal to do with Proposition 30. So we appreciate your attention. I'd like to thank our students. They're the true, these are the individuals that are impacted. And if you really want to and see what I'm talking about in terms of sheer volume and numbers, you don't have to go very far. You can walk across the street to Mini Gant to see how many kids are in those classrooms. And most of them are in, half of them are in portable facilities. California needs to start reinvesting in its children and its students. That's what we do. That's what we're here to do. That's what our faculty and our teachers do. We spend an awful lot of time talking about job creators as being the millionaires in society. Let me tell you who the job creators are. Those are the teachers over at Mini Gant Elementary School. The job creators are the faculty that are educating our students and our children. The real job creators in society in scope and scale are the teachers, the staff at these schools, at Long Beach City College, and at this university. Because we believe our students will create the economy of the future, the new jobs of the future, as they have done in the past. So thank you very much for joining us this morning. And as we say on campus, we say go Beach, and we're going to keep fighting this fight in support of access and affordable higher education. And we would love the public to join in supporting and investing in children and students once again in the state of California. Thank you very much.